The streets pulse with revolution. Martin Luther King Jr. has just been assassinated. Riots on the streets, cities burn. In Harlem, something else is burning too. A war for control that will reshape American crime forever. But this isn't the story you think you know. In Harlem, there was one man everyone knew. His name was Ellsworth Bumpy Johnson. For 30 years, Bumpy Johnson had been Harlem's king, a man who commanded respect from Malcolm X, a gangster who sent poor kids to college, a bridge between the streets and legitimate power. When he walked through Harlem, people didn't just move, they bowed. But this isn't a story of Bumpy. It's a story of someone who no one knew would command power, a chauffeur, a mere errand boy, a nobody. On July 7, 1968, Bumpy Johnson collapsed in Wells Restaurant on 7th Avenue, dead at 62, likely from a heart attack. Some say natural causes. Others whisper about poison in his coffee. The throne was empty. What happened next would become legend, though whether it's truth or the greatest con in criminal history depends on who you ask. Frank Lucas was Bumpy's driver, his shadow, always watching, always learning. And when the opportunity came, Frank didn't hesitate. He took the throne and made history. And he's about to tell America the most audacious crime story ever heard. In the 1960s, every dealer in America, black, white, Latino, bought their heroin from one source: the Italian mafia. The Sicilians controlled the supply chain from Turkey to New York. They set the prices. They controlled the purity. They owned the game. For a black dealer to even think about cutting them out, that was suicide. The mafia didn't negotiate. They eliminated. Frank Lucas claimed he did the impossible. While every dealer in America bought heroin from the Italian mafia, he said he went straight to the source, the Golden Triangle of Southeast Asia. But it's how he got it back that shocked the nation. Lucas claimed he bribed military personnel and smuggled pure heroin inside the coffins of dead American soldiers. While America buried its sons, Lucas said he was building an empire. His product? Blue magic. Purer, cheaper, unstoppable. By 1970, Frank Lucas wasn't Bumpy's driver anymore. He was the king. Lucas lived like royalty, hidden from the eyes of the public, working behind the shadows, a ghost. Then he made a mistake. March 1971, the fight of the century, Muhammad Ali versus Joe Frazier, and sitting ringside in a $100,000 chinchilla coat, Frank Lucas. Detective Richie Roberts saw the photo and asked one question: who is this guy? The Italian families didn't know him. He wasn't in any database. A ghost with more money than the mob. January 28, 1975. They kicked down his door. Inside, $584,000 cash. Evidence of an operation making $1 million per day. Frank Lucas was facing life in prison. The empire was over. Or so everyone thought. Lucas became an informant. Over 100 people went to prison because of his testimony. He served just 7 years. Then, in his freedom, he did something unexpected. He started talking. Interviews, documentaries, books. In 2007, Hollywood came calling. Denzel Washington played him in American Gangster. The coffin story became legend. Box office, $266 million. The DEA agents who arrested him said the coffin story was fabricated. They found no evidence. Nicky Barnes, Harlem's other kingpin, called him a liar. Even Detective Roberts later admitted Lucas's operation wasn't as big as he claimed. So what really happened? Frank Lucas understood something the other criminals didn't. In America, the story is worth more than the truth. He didn't just sell drugs. He sold mythology. A black man who beat the system, a hustler who outsmarted the mob, the American dream in a body bag. Was he a criminal mastermind, or just the greatest con artist Harlem ever produced? Frank Lucas died in 2019, taking the real story with him. But maybe that was the point. Subscribe for more striking true-life stories, legends, and mystical events.